Me mandaron la invitación ya con un pana que voy a jugar, que es muy duro, muy duro. Así que deleítense.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. We'll see the Charlotte Hornets defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. To the right side. Charlotte moving it around. Knipple, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell it.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here's Knipple. And the three off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Here's Knipple. The kick out to Ball. 4 on the shot clock. Knocks down the three ball.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
And that's Con Knipple with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, just over a minute played. The kick out to Towns. Here's Hart. Left side, Towns. Towns is doubled. Another shot. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Thompson with it. Defended by Knipple. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul. On defense, the Hornets. Stolen by Ball.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Trailing by 2. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been the two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link. It has some truth to it.
Brunson outside. New York now working with the new shot clock. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Anunoby. Diabate grabs the board. In the corner, Knippel with it. From outside, off the mark. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Stolen by Knippel. Miller.
And there's the length and skill working together there. Miller keeping that possession alive.
Knicks trail by 3. Brunson draws the double. Some nice passing by New York here. Bridges, no one around him. Hits the three-point bomb.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Outside, Ball. Five to shoot. Inside. Here's Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Down low. Out to Bridges. Back to Towns. Hornets with the rebound.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Knippel with the bucket.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out to Brunson. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. And Towns throws it down.
Big Cat says, take that.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Count the basket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Brunson. Hasn't made one yet. That will count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Hornets lead by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Charlotte.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
To the middle, Towns.
Assistant.
Oh, and the jam by Towns.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Stolen by Anunoby. Towns down low. Anunoby left side. Shot clock at 6. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season their worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back over to you.
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Pass to Hart. And Hart throws it down.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
Miller outside. Here's Knipple. Picked by Bridges. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. There's the pick. Out to Miller. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Miller's got the lead up to 4 now for Charlotte. Bridges outside. Stolen by Ball. Fast break now for Charlotte. And the shot is good. And it's 7 points for Knipple.
We tend to focus on what LaMelo Ball gives you offensively, but he's disruptive defensively, too.
Back to Brunson. This one for 3. Ball with the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves. And the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court. Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Out to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Nice. Brunson working inside.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Knipple. Off target with his 3.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Diabate. He's guarded by Anunoby. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. .56 seconds left in the second quarter. To the inside. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Green inside the three-point line. Offline from the top of the key. Knicks trailed by 9. To the paint. Stolen. And even 3-on-3 break. And it's Green with the jam.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Clarkson. Pass to Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
Maybe not a natural born distributor, but Clarkson working to keep his teammates involved.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And the dunk by Robinson.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for Charlotte. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Well, you know, Clark, anticipation is key in this NBA game. So often it seems the great ones can see a play ahead.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. It's one of the things I look for in players. How do they see the floor? Do they make passes based on anticipation versus reaction? It's almost like somebody playing checkers and another guy playing chess. The very best players seem to be chess players.
Here's McBride. Diawara. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, the Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back to you, Kevin.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the game. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Now, here's Clarkson. Inside. Robinson misses. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And again, the Hornets missing. New York trailing. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Over in the corner, White. Here's Green. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Clarkson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
Elevating like a rocket booster, Clarkson likes to get into the paint and finish at the rim.
So it's the Knicks now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. For the lead, the rebound by James. And here's Sharp. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. From deep, Green. The putback. Robinson pulls it in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. To the middle. And the dunk by Robinson.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
That shot wide open. And that's 10 points for Knippel.
Well, Knippel projects as an elite shooter whose range and quick release make him a constant threat.
Brunson with a clean look. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Bridges. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Out to Brunson. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And it's Towns missing.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
In the corner, Knuckle with it. Offline with his 3. Knicks trailed by 3. On the wing, Bridges. Brunson scanning the floor. Oh, Brunson good from range.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
To the inside. Bridges with the steal. Third quarter comes to a close and a battle brings it to a tie. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more. Left side, ball, and there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him. Long range from the inbound. They grab their own miss to the left wing. Bridges with the steal. Hart outside. Top of the key. New York with a new 14. 6 to shoot. Back to Anunoby. Over Bridges. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Hornets lead by 2.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Towns. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Diabate's shot is good.
And Ball definitely has the passing DNA. Some of his dime drops are really sweet.
And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Brunson outside. And Anunoby slams it in.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that poster.
And here are the Knicks now, following the score by Charlotte. Here's Brunson. Clock at 6. A three-pointer. Good.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Puts up the 3. That one misses. New York trailing. Now Towns. Stolen by Ball. Oh, he hits the deep 3. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle steps for the Hornets.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Anunoby. Now Brunson. On the wing, Anunoby. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Miller. Oh, and wide open, nails the jam.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
Bridges fires. No good from 3.
Really hard to stay competitive when you're taking low percentage shots.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Anunoby. He's off from 3. Bridges with the steal. Outside, Brunson. Here's Bridges. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot. A fantastic dunk, and he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
There's 53 seconds left in the game. Towns with the steal.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Here's Ball. Driving the lane. Chips it up. Cleared away by Hart. Here we've got Brunson. Jacks up a 3. And there's the dunk.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shots. Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And so it's Charlotte with the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Clark Keller. It's the Eastern Conference on display, featuring the Boston Celtics. We are in Atlanta as the Hawks plan to take advantage of their home floor. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And it's the Hawks to start out. It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Alexander Walker. Unloads. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Here's McCollum. After the basket by Boston. Okongwu a screen. Back to Alexander Walker. And he drives in. Banked in off the glass. Alexander Walker's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
You know, Tim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade. And I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team. Oh, man, I wish I played in this era with all of this space.
Here's Hauser. Lays it up and banks it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8". Great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Well, he just looks so confident right there, and sometimes that's all it takes.
White, good. The Hawks leading. Back to Daniels. McCollum outside. Johnson the screen. Three-pointer, Daniels. They get it again. On the wing, Daniels. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson the screen. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Here's Alexander Walker. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's Hauser. Tatum a screen. 5 to shoot. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
This is how refined Tatum's motion is. He needs so little setup time.
And a wide open look for Daniels. And the three off target. Brown right side. Driving inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Tough to even slow down playmakers like Brown.
It's his first trip to the line.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you'd expect to miss the mark by that much.
That is disappointing. He is someone they normally rely on from the line.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. It's the Celtics. They lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
The Hawks trailed by 3. And last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing.
Here's Vincent. Hield left side. Kuminga with it. Now guarded by Tatum. By Hield, nobody around. Offline with his 3. Boston leading by 5. Brown outside. Outside Tatum. Floats one. Tatum using his size inside.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
And never shying away from a 3. Hield has supreme confidence in his shot.
The kick out to Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
A solo fast break. Vincent's shot is good. Vincent's.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And they double up Brown. Here's Hauser. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
White with it. Now guarded by Hield. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. 4 on the clock. The kick out to Brown. Boston, no good that time either. The Hawks trail. Back to Hield. Fires from deep. The rebound by Cato. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Hield. A putback. Kuminga on the follow.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now Tatum. Back to White. They set the pick. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches for most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Left side, Tatum. Tatum on the wing. Back to Hauser. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise.
Oh, Jason Tatum finishes with authority.
Using the bounce, Tatum just explodes to the hoop so quick.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Kuminga. Good on the bucket. Kuminga's got 8 points. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes, 6 already. Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Okongwu. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Okongwu's now got the game tied up here for the Hawks. And Greg, with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being, perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returned.
But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Atlanta leading by 3. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Goes up to the stripe. Shot clock at 3. The putback. Three-pointer. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Celtics trail by 3. Down low. Here's Vucevic. Misses from short range.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Knocked loose. Harper with the steal. Over to the wing. Richard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum.
And I love how active McCollum is. Superb at drawing contact on the way up.
Atlanta shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, it's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions of receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Shireman. Outside Harper. Here's Shireman. Fires the 3. Second chance shot. Harper, no good. And it's the Hawks' ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Back to Okongwu. Johnson wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over it. That's a nice lead pass in transition, making things easy for your teammate.
Richard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Walsh. Covered by Johnson. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And that one drops for him. And now a 10-point Hawks lead. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And some changes here for the Celtics. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Here's Hauser. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Here's Kata. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Kata's got his first points of the game.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Hawks. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Atlanta leading by 5. Now Vincent. On the wing, Heel. That 3 off the mark. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. On the wing, Heel. And stolen by White. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Hauser. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
Celtics trail by 3. Inside. Hauser. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Here's White. Pass to Hauser. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
White looking around. White is double. Here's Kata. He's defended by Landale. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
The Hawks leading. Here's Alexander Walker. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
And then Brown with the dunk.
Strong finish by Brown. He doesn't mess around that close to the rim.
Pass to Okongwu. McCollum outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shoot from 12. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, phenomenal at realizing when to shoot from that mid-range. And McCollum becoming a master at that mid-range.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside, White. Shoots it up. Got it to go.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Daniels. The shot is good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
seriousness of McCollum. Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Count the basket.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
Here's Tatum. And Tatum hammers it home.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
And the shot goes in. Boy, right down to the wire. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Drained from outside.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Now Brown. Daniels pulls it down. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Okongwu.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
White fires. Buries the jumper.
Now that one went in, but I don't think that's a shot they want to rely on.
Here's Okongwu. McCollum. Jumper is off. Right side, White. And stolen by Okongwu. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Oh, the slam dunk.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
White, left side. Count it.
Well, his scoring ability is why this game is all tied up. A few more key possessions like that, and they could start to pull away.
Kuminga. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Here's White. From 12 feet, Okongwu pulls it down. Free throw no good for Alexander Walker.
What's up?
Now here's McCollum. Takes the three. That does not go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Tatum outside.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of two is good. That gives them the lead.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical. Go into the rack with energy. To be afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Here's Brown. Oh, and dunk after another. Woo!
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. Seeing some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And here is Okongwu. Johnson. Okongwu. He parachutes in for the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
McCollum. And it's good.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Now Brown. Oh, what a play inside.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. McCollum outside. Here's Okongwu. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And both free throws good for White.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCollum with the ball. And stolen by Tatum. Here's White. That'll count. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. Here we go. Outside, Kuminga. Here's Johnson. Stolen by Tatum. White. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Tatum. Off the glass. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial to that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Outside, White. 5 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. Oh, the jump!
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
McCollum. Vucevic pulls it down. The Celtics with the lead. Tatum with it. Now defended by McCollum. White fires. And the 3 misses.
Well, after a great start, he has really cooled off pretty quickly.
Now Johnson. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Here's Vucevic. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Tatum a screen. White. And he does not hit.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
They're on cloud 9.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
White goes in. Now Tatum. Brown outside. Johnson rips down the board. Okongwu.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Driving in. Oh, one-handed.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. The double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler. We are live in Boston, Massachusetts, the gem of New England, as the Celtics are about to go into this interconference contest right here. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Hey, Doris, I know you love this matchup tonight, featuring two fierce defenses going head-to-head.
Each of these teams do two things. They play with passion and constant effort, but more importantly, they are not afraid to get chippy.
And here is DiVincenzo, following Jaylen Brown's three. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Back to White. Pass to Hauser. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Randall. Here's McDaniels. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Outside, White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown outside. Rocket 6. Pass to Cato. It's tipped. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Hauser misses. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. DB, no one has more Defensive Player of the Year awards than Rudy Gobert. 4 of them.
Well, with the 4, he is now tied with the great Dikembe Mutombo and the great Ben Wallace. Does he have another one in his sights?
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And there's the drive to the inside. Edwards. Gobert, the screen. Here's DiVincenzo. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Out to White. Tatum a screen. And it's White missing. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards inside. Here's Gobert. Rebound by the Celtics.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's White. Julius Randle with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Back over to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Now, here's Tatum. Hasn't made one yet. They kick out to Brown. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. .112 left in the first quarter. Tatum, that's for 2. Drains the jumper to finish the break.
We know we're talking about a skilled scorer in these open floor situations. Jason Tatum knows where to be.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
White, good.
Well, Derek White fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
6 to shoot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. And that one released in time, but no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Boston on top, leading by a point. And will return shortly. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brown right side. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Brown's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics. McDaniels outside. It's deflected. Here's Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
It's stolen by White. Here's Kata. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And great with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being. Perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite.
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returns.
Here's Randall. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Back to you guys.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Cloak loose. Nice ball movement by Boston. Hauser misses. DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Back to White. Tatum on the wing. And Tatum hammers it home.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Oh, nice.
And stolen by Tatum. On the wing, Brown. Three-pointer. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Celtics?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Edwards can't hit. Celtics leading by 3. You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a 3-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume 3-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Boston ball.
How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:03 left to play here in the second quarter. Buries it from 3-point range.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's McDaniels. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And here's Tatum for three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Now, the ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here he goes. .23 seconds left in the first half. Back to Vucevic. Pass to Pritchard. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. Misses in close. 1 second left. And no good that time. And so it's Boston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right back after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Doris, you talk about the great scores. It's not enough to be elite one-on-one. You've got to be able to handle the double team, too. I mean, there's a lot there.
On a nightly basis, Captain, these are the best defenses in the world, scheming to take away the greatest strengths of the best individual offensive players. And you know what? Nightly, it's not enough. The great ones find a way no matter what.
Back to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Man, Naz Reid not only gets off his feet, does it in a hurry and with some strength.
And it's Bones Highland with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Boston leading by 9. Nice ball movement by Boston. Harper in the corner. On the wing, Dosunmu. Pass to Shannon. And it's Harper with the rebound.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Shot clock at 6. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Here's Reed. Anderson outside. Back to Reed. Knocks it loose. The second effort. Pass to Dosunmu. Second shot opportunity. And finally they hit one.
This is what happens when you fail to put a body on someone. The ball is bound to find them.
Here's Vucevic. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 7. Now Anderson. Dosunmu up top. Back to Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anderson's got his first 2 points.
From a scoring standpoint, this is where Kyle Anderson makes his living, in that painted area.
Pick by Vucevic. Out left of the wing. Pass to Shireman. They get it again. That one doesn't go. And it's Bones Hyland with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Over to the wing. And here's Harper from the arc. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And the wide open shot from Reed. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pass to Walsh. Stolen by Anderson. Outside, Reed. And Boston with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Walsh. He's covered by Anderson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. It's stolen by Pritchard. .103 left in the third. Out to the wing. Here's Harper. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot. Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
It's stolen. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Pritchard. Over to the left wing. Off target with his three.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
It'll count. And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
29.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
No. A veces se maraguea, pero se quita de una vez. No. Yo porque ahí le di a meter el quinteto y no se puso.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Gobert.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert is going to be terrific on the glass.
Boston leading by 3. Outside, White. Brown outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Cada. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. McDaniels outside. Back to Edwards. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Here's DiVincenzo. Down low. And Randle throws it down.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
And you can see, he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
White left side. Over Edwards. Inside. The kick out to Tatum. 5 on the clock. Into the lane. Tatum. Layup no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Strong move off the glass.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior. Such a tough check.
Tatum up top. Now Brown. Now White takes the shot. Sweet shot at the right time.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Celtics leading by 5. It's stolen by Randall. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards completes the break.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Tatum. It's stolen by Randall.
Really poor pass there, guys, and the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Here's Edwards. Layup no good. 1:29 left here in the fourth quarter. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. DiVincenzo. And he hits the jumper.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
They set the pick. A three-pointer. Good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
So it's Boston now. White outside. Lets it go from 11. Connects on the J.
This, to me, is Derek White's sweet spot. That mid-range game is on point.
Now Edwards. For 3. Not going to go. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Rebounded by DiVincenzo.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
It's stolen by Edwards. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to.
it's Pika, and you're watching NBA.
And it's going to be the Thunder off the tip. Looking at the starting five for U.S. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. SGA on the wing. No good on the three. And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
The finish. Blows the breakaway slam. Up again. There's the triple. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Barnes. After the miss from Chet Holmgren.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter field, but not who you want to leave open. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now, here's Fox. They get it back. Spurs passing it around. Shot clock at 5. And at last, they get one to fall.
And there's an example of Fox. Doesn't have to get all the way to the cup to be effective.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound, San Antonio.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Thunder shooting their first free throw this game.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. This one for 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Daigneault said, he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back to you, Kev.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Okay, thank you, Allie. The kick out to Barnes. And it's out of bounds, and last touch by Holmgren. Wembanyama looking it over. A 3 ball. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Second team foul.
There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. And stolen by Wembanyama.
Well, he was laying in wait for that pass. Terrific read to get a jump on.
In the corner, Castle with it. Nobody near Barnes. Drills it from outside. Barnes has got 9.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time? Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I'm seeing that their second chance points are exactly what every coach wants to see. Hustling on the offensive glass to convert every possession they can.
Here's Wembanyama. 7 points in the game. Barnes left side. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, it's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Now Fox. Top the key, Barnes. Back to Fox. Pass to Vassell. Now Fox. That 3 off the mark. Harrison Barnes getting it done with a Spurs. And it was from 3-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Now here's Barnes. And here's Vassell from the arc. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Back to Williams. Drains it from beyond the arc. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop him?
Vassell outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Barnes has got 12 in the game. GA here about 3-level score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Wembanyama, a screen. The kick out to Barnes. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Barnes has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for San Antonio. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Out to the right wing. Pass to Holmgren. And stolen by Castle. Barnes the screen. It's Vassell on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark. Thunder trailing by 9. Down low. Fox with the steal. To the inside. Back to Barnes. Inside. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
And stolen by Vassell. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach Mark Dagnall talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Guys?
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Wembanyama. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Over in the corner, Williams. They could use a bucket, and he drops that one in. Williams has got 5 now.
Ooh, they're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
Barnes can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 12. They get it again. Outside Williams. Shoots over Fox. Barnes grabs the miss. San Antonio with the ball. Back to Wembanyama. Barnes right side. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. To the wing right side. Clock at 4. Here's Wembanyama for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And Dort gets it to go. Dort's got his first bucket in this one.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
21.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Johnson right side. There's a good screen. Outside Harper. Pass to Champagnie. Jacks up a three. Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Back to Olynyk. The kick out to Harper. Here's Champagnie. Back to Harper. And here's Bryant outside. That shot no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 8-point game. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, Olynyk is one of those energy guys, someone who doesn't give up on plays.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Back to Caruso. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And here's Bryant outside. That doesn't go either for Bryant. The kick out to Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Olynyk. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Oklahoma City substitution. Number 34.
Mitchell with it. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Here's Mitchell following the three-pointer by San Antonio. San Antonio with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Bryant's shot is off.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Here's Harper. The Thunder making the shot. And that one's good. Champagnie.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Mitchell is doubled. That's tipped. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Here's Harper. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Harper. Yep, that one goes in there. And now it's a 10-point Spurs lead.
You see just how assertive Harper is down low. This kid fears absolutely nothing.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:31 left in the third. Harper, no good. Thunder trailing by 10. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
The Thunder have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Mark Dagnall calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
When you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Back to Wembanyama. And it's Vassell in the corner. 6 to shoot. Barnes. That's short off the rim. Holmgren in the corner. Launches a 3. Can't hit that one. It could go. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Under trailing by 10. It's Dort on the wing. Good on the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Wallace outside. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
Wow, no problem going right at the bigger defender.
Spurs working the ball around now. Back to Vassell. On the wing, Barnes. There's the 3. And it's Vassell in the corner. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain it.
Thunder trailing by 3. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. On the wing, Fox. No good again that time. Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Inside Dort to tie it up. Here's Holmgren. Lets it go from deep. And Dort gets it to go. Dort got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Vassell left side. The putback. Pass to Castle. The kick out to Fox. Here's the 3. And it misses.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
SGA. Here's Holmgren. And stolen by Wembanyama. Now Castle. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Allie, thank you so much. Holmgren rips down the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more. Pressure-packed free throws, but he stayed calm and nailed them.
On offense, here are the Thunder. 11 unanswered points for him. Here's Holmgren. Rebounded by Vassell. San Antonio trailing here. Now Wembanyama. And stolen by Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander. Barnes rips down the rebound. Wembanyama, a screen. Now Castle. Oh, no good on the dunk. Toward outside. SGA fires. And get the three.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Thunder.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Williams. 5 on the clock. Here's Holmgren. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now Vassell. Just 5 on the clock. He drills the three.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And here are the Thunder now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. Outside SGA. Now Holmgren. Strong move off the glass.
No, staying cool in a clutch moment. Holmgren not letting his inexperience get the best of him.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
And the Thunder making a change here. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Holmgren. And there's the dunk.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
Williams in the post. Shoots the three. Buries the deep ball.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Now Castle knocks down the three.
And you can tell Castle loves the challenge, right? Accepts it there, and this time knocks it down from beyond the arc.
Knocks down the three.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. He led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Teams changing it up here. They lead by one. Outside Holmgren. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Wembanyama reels it in. Vassell. Castle. Outside Vassell. Three. Good.
Well, Vassell has the range to create a lot of trouble at the arc.
SGA double team. Caruso. Jumper is off.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defense.
He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
Well, this is why Caruso is in during these moments. This team trusts in his ability to come up big.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And he hits from 17.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Now Cornette. Holmgren rips down the rebound. Now Williams. Outside SGA. Pocket 6. Launches it. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Now Castle. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
What vision from Wembanyama. He came into the league with this skill.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That'll count. He made it. Oh,
yes. Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
Unreal. What a finish. Nothing better than a buzzer-beating 3 to win.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that'll do it, folks. Here was Stan Van Gundy. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. Now here's Barnes. Here's Williams. Got a piece of it. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
Clock at 6. There's Williams with the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Tipped away. Caruso with the steal. And a wide open look for SGA. The rebound by the Spurs. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
Fox, no good.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Here's Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
To the inside. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Vassell. And Holmgren pulls it down. To the middle. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs trailed by 3. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Inside. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 7.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
For 3, Vassell. And the Spurs another 3.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
To the paint. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Okay, HB, I see you still pack a punch. That's an impressive finish.
34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Williams looking over the floor. And stolen by Castle.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Back to Williams. SGA on the wing. Rebounded by Castle. Here's Barnes. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
It's Vassell on the wing. They double-team Wembanyama. Stolen by Dort. Launches it. Drops in the tray. Dortch got his first 3 points of the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
San Antonio again turning it over. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused the beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Williams can't get it to go. Pass to Castle. For 3, Vassell. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And great with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special. Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 8. They need this. And Fox gets it to go.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
In the corner, Castle with it. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
The Thunder leading by 9. Down low. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 4 points this quarter.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Outside Fox. Castle with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Back to Vassell. And the 3 off target.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Dort wide open. Hits the 3-point bomb. Dort's got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder. Vassell right side. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Outside Fox. Over SGA. To halt the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So he gets them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. For the Thunder, Spurs trailed by 12. Here's Harper, and Harper slams it in.
Well, Harper spotted a chance for a big play, and he took it. Go ahead, young fella.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. And a miss there on the triple. On the wing, Bryant. And so it's Oklahoma City going into the break with a 10-point lead.
Yo, what's up?
Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action.
No, yo estoy en el live, o sea, estoy transmitiendo y un gringo me tiró, parece. Me escribió aquí.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. The Thunder leading by 10. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
Olynyk can't hit.
San Antonio foul. Wyatt. First personal foul. First team foul.
Shoots from 14. Gilgeous-Alexander with great positioning inside.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Inside. Here's Olynyk. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Kevin, back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than the average number.
For the Thunder, Oklahoma City leading by 12. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Back to Williams. Pass to Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now, here's Johnson. That one drops for him. Olynyk's got 6.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Pass to Castle. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Castle's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Spurs. Richard, after winning Rookie of the Year, expectations are high for Stephon Castle.
He's got great two-way potential and the work ethic to meet that potential. He showed a lot of growth just in his first season.
The kick out to Fox. Nobody near Barnes. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
Pass to Wiggins. Looking for Wallace. He gets it there. And that one, good. Wallace has got his first points of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And the Thunder with the possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Castle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Back to Barnes for three. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Higgins outside. Here's Williams. Barnes grabs the miss. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
On the wing, Barnes. Back to Vassell. Just 5 on the clock. Barnes can't get it to go.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 4. And will return shortly. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's Holmgren. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Wembanyama. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
This is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on. And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Nice shot by SGA.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Castle misses. The Thunder leading by 4. No good that time. Outside for Wembanyama. Barnes with it. He's picked up by Holmgren.
A big night for Wembanyama is a career night for most players.
Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren the screen. Now Dort. Williams outside. For three. Down he goes for three.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
The shot is good. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Thunder?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Barnes outside with the tip. From deep. Outside Vassell. Jacks up a three. It misses. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Williams. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Holmgren the screen. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Was led by as many as 14 points. It's the first that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here. For the Spurs, this one's not looking good. Fox rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Barnes. Pulls it from 20. Now Wembanyama. Barnes outside. The three goes down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Holmgren. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Williams. And stolen by Barnes. Stolen by Dort. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Here's Holmgren. SGA. Missed on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Wallace outside. Here's Dort. And stolen by Castle. Barnes. No good from 3. Williams fires. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony.